All right, so this is the training on how any loan officer can grow their referral partnerships with divorce attorneys, CPAs, financial advisors, builders, and HR managers, and of course, realtors in as little as 15 minutes a day without any cold calling whatsoever. And what you see on my screen here, I'm going to go ahead and just change this right here. So if you guys see what's on my screen right now, this is the full system on what this actually looks like from A to Z of actually making this happen, and how you're able to get not kidding, better results than actually cold calling through using this system here. So let's get into it. Now, before I go into this right here, I'm going to show some results. So this actually working, this actually happening in real time. So this happened recently, October 11th. Hi, Dwayne. Let's make it work. It's around 11 a.m. So this is from a message that was being sent on behalf of our client, Abby. All right. Hi. Yes, I would like to speak with you and discuss about your mortgage projects attorney. So this is actually with a attorney. Yes, most definitely very excited about it. And Karina, sure, what times do you have available? So this is actually all from the outreach that I am going to show you here that has produced on average around 15 appointments per month with some of our clients do it with realtors, others do it with divorce attorneys, financial advisors, CPAs, even builders and HR managers. So let's get into it. So this is what your calendar right here could be looking like. So these are screenshots here of our client's calendar. These are all introduction calls for our clients with realtors, divorce attorneys, financial advisors, all that stuff there. So introduction calls here, actually live screenshots. So I'm going to be breaking this down into three components. Now, if you guys remember here, this big long thing right here, this process map, I'm gonna break it down into three components. So number one here, number two here, number three over here on the right. So let's hop into component number one. So this is generating opportunities. So the very first step of making this all happen. So this all starts with the list building. And for those of you that have MMI, it'll be very simple. Just go in there, type in your filters, and download the list of realtors. Now, let's say that you are reaching out to divorce attorneys, financial advisors, any of those other industry professionals. Obviously, there's no MMI for that. And so, what you're going to do is you can simply go into a site like Fiverr, for example, which I'm going to go ahead and share right here. A site like Fiverr, which will actually allow you to, I'm scrolling down here. For as little as $10, you'll be able to get a list, a full list of emails of divorce attorneys, financial advisors, all that good stuff. The other one is Octoparse. So this is more of a, those of you who are a little bit more tech savvy, this will actually go into the websites on Google Maps, and you can type in, like, for example, Los Angeles divorce attorney, and you'll be able to scrape any loan officer, sorry, any divorce attorney in that area. So these are a couple different options for generating this list. You need a CSV file for this. So basically, the list of the realtors, divorce attorneys, all that good stuff. You can do it through MMI. If they're divorce attorneys, you can pay someone on Fiverr, Octoparse, or another option is you can actually use Sales Navigator as well as another way to export data. So the next part, once you have this list here, which I'm sure for most of you, you already have, or you're able to get it very easily. The next part is the email and SMS campaign. So what we want to do is we want to use both of these in tandem, which means that we have both email and SMS going out. SMS will be used as a follow-up, and email will be used as the main, the original message that's being sent out. And you want a minimum of 4 touch points, delays of 2 days in between touches. Now, keep in mind, for some of you might be thinking that's too much or whatever it might be. Keep in mind, most of the emails, there's a lot going on for a lot of folks. So they're probably not going to see that first one. They're probably not going to even acknowledge the text. So there is that level of follow up that's required to actually get the even one meeting. So that's one thing that I see is a very common thing missing is the lack of volume and follow up. when actually getting the meeting. So you want a minimum of 4 touch points. Again, it's for some of you, it might sound like a lot. I've heard that from a couple one. It's actually not a lot. It's what's required to actually cut through the noise. If you're a financial advisor, CPA, divorce attorney, they're probably getting a lot of different marketing emails, a bunch of different emails from vendors and different, all sorts of different things, just like you are, right? Just like I am. If I open up my inbox, got a ton of stuff. So 4 touch points, you want to delay it 2 days in between the touches, and you want to use SMS to follow up on your emails. Now, these can be all automated. And here's the part where it really dials things down to where like it only takes 15 minutes. Not even kidding. I'll talk about that at the end here. But what you're able to do is we like to use instantly. This is like, our software preference as like amazing user friendly software for sending the emails. And for the text, we actually use Go High Level, which a lot of you are already familiar with. You probably are already using Go High Level. So you want to set those up in tandem so that you're actually sending out emails and texts. Emails, you will get some replies. Text, you'll be getting some replies. Not gonna lie, most of the replies, a lot of the replies, not most of them, a lot of the replies are gonna come through SMS. So you still want to use both different angles. Attorneys, they tend to answer a lot more to the emails, as well as financial advisors. Realtors, they respond more to texts. CPA, same thing, they respond more to the emails. Financial advisors, mixed bag. Some 50-50 across email and SMS. Just what we've noticed in doing it for our clients. Those are kind of what the numbers average out to. So list building is number one. MMI, use Fiverr if you want to have someone else do it. If you want to do it yourself, Octoparse, you can go in there and scrape and collect all the email information for everyone who is in your local city that's a financial advisor, divorce attorney, all that good stuff. So we have the next part, which is the email and SMS, which I just broke down for you. So this is the part where you have volume going out. And again, this is the number one thing that a lot of loan officers will not do enough. Whenever I talk to anyone, they're either doing no outreach or they're doing some outreach, and they're doing like maybe talking to 10 realtors, 4 realtors per week. I'm telling you right now, it's not enough. You need to be talking to a lot more divorce attorneys, a lot more financial advisors, and it needs to be going out automated for you guys to do minimum 4 touch points yourself. There's just no way. I work with a lot of mortgage brokers. I already know there's no way you'd be able to do this and follow up with this many times without that automated follow up going out on your behalf. So winning messaging framework, because I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking, all right, what do I say? What do I even put on the messaging? It's very interesting. So over the last 6 years, number one thing we're really good at is getting appointments for our clients. And so 4 things that you want to keep in mind: hook intro, which is basically what happens in the very beginning. The number one thing that people are going to see is the subject line along with the first line of the email. So personalization, you can include their first name on the subject line. This can be done on instantly. The software that I guys showed you, you just put in brackets first name and it'll automate and it'll show up as their first name. So you want to include their first name in the subject line along with something else on there. And a first line of the email can be personalized with including their company name, their location, or the number of Google reviews, which, like I said, can be included in the list that you pull. So in the list that you pull, you can have the person include city, include obviously their name, email, all that stuff, their city, number of Google reviews, location, all that good stuff. Second thing is the reason why you're reaching out. You have to make it clear from the very beginning that why you're reaching out is for referral partnership, just so they don't confuse you with someone selling them marketing, someone trying to recruit them, all that stuff that you get all the time. We want to avoid that they get that, right? Has to be very clear that it's for referral partnership. Cool. Next part, value proposition. Okay. So this is going to vary depending on who the prospect is. For example, divorce attorneys, you can help them clear their clients' stress of divorce through refinance programs that will buy out the spouse. This is an example, right? This is something that you already know more than any other divorce attorney. The divorce attorneys aren't as knowledgeable when it comes to mortgage programs. So you'd be able to help them through using these refinance programs so that they can make their clients' lives better. Now, This is an example of one value proposition, one of many. There's so many angles, like not even kidding, there's so many angles to take when it comes to the value proposition. But I'm telling you right now, for diverse attorneys, this alone will be enough. Um, you might need to spin it up a bit, but they're financial advisors, CPAs, there's hardly anyone reaching out to them. So the value proposition doesn't need to be super crazy. The call to action. So this is where you ask for the meeting. And this is a simple call to action. You can just have, hey, when are you available this week? Just something like that, something super simple, and that's all you need to do. This is the winning messaging framework. Each one of these components are super important. You don't want to miss any one of these. If you miss the hook and intro, people won't even open it. If you mess up the reason, people are going to think you're selling or marketing the value proposition. They won't be incentivized to have the call. So this is what it is for the winning messaging framework. Next up, value propositions that work. Again, this is, I'm going to go through some examples here. As I go through this, I know some of you are going to be thinking, well, I can't do that, or that might not work. Put any preconceived notions aside. These are all ones that have worked for clients and are working for clients currently, along with many other ones. So keep an open mind as I'm going through these. These are all value props that have worked and can be used for all these industries. Again, there are so many more, but I'm going to give you some examples so you can have some. Mm, you can start to get the engine rolling and think of your own ideas and value propositions that you can have. For example, some divorce attorneys are really good at online marketing. They probably won't care about this. Maybe you have something else that you can offer them. So use this as ideas. Don't just outright use this exactly. Use this as a form of ideas. So what you can do is you can show them how to work their database. That's across all industries. That's number one thing that they don't do, and they don't know how to do, um, and they don't know how to use efficiently. You can use Go High Level for this, showing them how to get more Google reviews and rank higher in Google. This is actually very simple. It's just all about optimizing their Google My Business listing. And this is something we show our clients and stuff, but it's a very simple thing to do. Showing them how to optimize their website to convert website visitors into clients. This is something that you can easily do by putting widgets in there, and having just something as simple as like a little pop-up that comes up that will convert a lot more website visitors into clients. Showing them how to grow their social media presence. A lot of financial advisors, CPAs are not going to be knowledgeable when it comes to social media. This is something that you can easily help them with. Creating an email campaign to help them acquire more realtor partners. Some of you might be wondering, well, for a divorce attorney, I don't really know a lot of divorce couples. Well, you can, at the end of the day, it's about helping them get more business, right? And that can happen through getting the divorce couples, or it can help them through simply connecting them with other people that help them facilitate more business. For financial advisors, they want more CPA referral partners. So if you can connect them with CPAs or other industry professionals, that'd be hugely valuable to them. Divorce attorneys. Divorce attorneys want more attorney referral partners that are in different niches. So business attorney, trust attorney, bankruptcy attorney, personal injury. These are all highly valued by these industries. How do I know this? Because we actually have worked with financial advisors that have been referred to us by our mortgage broker clients, and they want more CPA partners. How do I know about attorneys? Because we actually have gotten attorneys referred to us who want more referral partnerships with other attorneys. So this right here is something that I am that I am sharing with you guys, not only from client experience and what they're currently doing right now, but also from my experience as well, from actual clients that pay us to help them do this. So if you can do this for them as a referral partner, right, this is going to greatly help you in getting that reciprocity back. Component two, all right, creating opportunities. So there's four ways in which we can do this. Converting opportunities. And I'm going to go through the first one here, which is video sales letter. Really all this is like before the appointment, before you have the appointment, you want to send them over a video, and this can be done automatically, that tells the prospect, the financial advisor, divorce attorney, who you are, what you do, and what value you can bring to their clients. So you can almost think of this as a highlight reel. And this highlight reel is being sent to them to really, let's call it pre-sell you to that referral partner. And this works extremely well. Again, I say this from experience. We use this for our business. We also help our clients with it. And it really, really makes a big difference so that they can come in a lot warmer. If you guys have checked out our testimonials, some of our clients talk about how like our the appointments that come in are super warm. They expect the call. One of the reasons is for this. They have a video sales letter that's being sent out to them. The other one is appointment reminders. And you need to have at least 4 touch points. Again, it's not too much. What you want to do is you want to have 2 confirmations, one through text and email immediately when they book. So that's going to be going to them immediately so that there's already a record for it. Then you want to have on the morning of, you want to have an email sent out and you want to have a text being sent out 1 hour before. So that way it's really only 2 touch points that are being sent. And once they respond to one, they won't get the rest. So this is very, very important, especially for those of you that reach out to realtors. Realtors are some of the worst for the show rates. Divorce attorneys, they'll keep their appointments and they'll be on time. Financial advisors as well, CPAs, they'll be on time. They'll be on that call. Realtors, you really need to make sure you do this so that they actually show. But for the rest, a standard appointment reminder sequence is going to make sure you have a good, healthy show rate. Next up, meeting structure. You need to have a meeting structure. Why do I say this? Because if you're putting this system in place, you're going to find that you're going to have more volume, right? Just like I showed you in the screenshots of our clients here. So when you have this much volume, you're already talking to a bunch of different potential referral partners. So you need to have something, some sort of structure in place that you can follow. The truth is you're already doing a meeting structure. You're going to find that when you have 10 conversations, 20, 30 conversations, you're pretty much saying the same thing. It's just all about making sure that you're saying the things that actually work and removing the things that don't. So keep that in mind. If you're having 30 conversations with referral partners, you're already saying the same thing. We just need to have a structure for it so that you're not saying all the things that don't help you, only the things that actually do help you with getting that that person to work with you, right? So we want to increase our chances as much as possible, right? If you're above 20%, that is really good. If you're below 20%, there's something that should be that's probably missing here. The last part, a post email recap with next steps. So you want to send them a post email recap without fail. Again, this could be automated too. All you have to do if you use Go High Level, you update it into your CRM, it automatically sends it over to them. You can even have our virtual assistant do it for you because I know some of you guys are really busy. If you're anything like our clients, we actually have to call them up, ask them how it went, and then update the pipeline for some of them. So very important. Post email recap with next steps. This will keep the conversation going. If you don't do this, it will flatline. You will not, most likely, you will not hear anything back from this person. The last component, nurturing and monetizing opportunities, right? Because at the end of the day, you're getting these referral partners because you're looking to do more business, right? Close more deals. And so this is the part where so many mess up, and it's the one that's like easily fixable, right? It's just a matter of staying in front of them and you will get deals. It's just a matter of keeping in front of them and adding value, right? Not just reaching out, but adding value, right? So when you reach out, you want to keep in mind that you're focused on value propositions. Again, if you refer back to the list that I sent you, there's so many different things that you can use to give value, right? I'm not talking about articles. You can simply help them with like their video marketing. You can show them a cool tool. Like some of our clients have showed their referral partners about BombBomb, Loom, all of these different cool tools, right? So this is value that can help any business, financial advisor, divorce attorney, realtors, CPAs, builders. It can help any of them with their marketing, right? And so you want to use this through SMS and email campaigns. We usually find that this is the sequence that we follow here. Usually what we want to do is we want to have SMS and email going out. SMS, this is for engagement. You want to make sure that you contact them at least once. You'll see that there's a phone icon here. So the phone icon, it means you either send a warm call or you send a text. Either one works, but we want to have some sort of engagement, right? And so the quickest one that you can have in this one here is just simply a follow-up call, just a quick 15-minute call. You can call them again to show them BombBomb, for example. You can call them once more. And this one can be kind of a call to action, like, hey, is there anyone that you know that has come across um, that would be a fit for what we can help with? You can do these call to actions, right? This asking for the sale. You just want to make sure that you're giving enough value so that you can withdraw from that relationship account, right? It's all about making deposits and withdrawals. And so you're focusing on value propositions, adding to their business, and you can also ask for the sale, and this will increase. Number one thing that I see that people mess up on, that loan officers mess up on, is they're not asking for the referrals. They're not asking, and so they're not getting it. And so if you're already staying top of mind, which is the number one thing that people miss, you're focused on the value propositions. If you ask for the sale, you will get referrals, right? This might happen 2 weeks out, 3 months out. Heck, it might even happen 6 months out, right? But even one good referral, I mean, that would have been something that we would not have had otherwise. We've had even one of our clients, Chris, who had a realtor send him a referral the same day. That's the fastest that we've gotten it, right? So it could realistically happen in a couple weeks. Um, it's just all a matter of keeping consistent. To truly send out, you can even send direct mail. I usually recommend the same week. You can send out a direct mail. You can actually automate this as well. There's a lot of, and this is something that not a lot of loan officers are aware of, but you can actually have handwritten letters. And here's the cool part. This is gonna blow some of your minds when I say this. There's actually um, machines that will have a pen and they will write in handwriting almost as if it was a person, and it's as low as like $3 or something like that, and you can send that out so it looks like a handwritten letter that's being sent to each one of your referral partners. You can do this for your past clients as well, but that's for another story. And this works extremely well for truly standing out. So if you really think of it from their perspective, they're getting all this value from you, they're getting direct mail, which no one does. You're truly standing out in the eyes of a referral partner. And so let's go on to the next part. So, not kidding, this literally takes only 15 minutes a day or less. Once the lists are uploaded and the campaigns are going, you're really only responding to those who are actually interested in having a meeting with you. So, I put 15 minutes a day, but because that's kind of a safe bet, but in reality, it really takes way less than that, because really you're just responding to the divorce attorneys, the realtors, the CPAs who say that they're interested, right? From there, it's just a matter of saying, hey, are you available at 10 a.m. or 2 p.m.? Great, 2 p.m. Or you can even send them your calendar, right? So, not kidding when I say it's literally 15 minutes a day or less. If there isn't as many responses, 5 minutes. Heck, even 1 minute, if you get like one reply and they say yes, you can book them in really fast. So, this entire strategy completely removes you from doing cold calls. So, if you're doing cold calls yourself, you were literally wasting your time. And I say this from experience. And I also say this because most of who comes to us, they come in doing a lot of cold calls. They're wasting a lot of their time. And then they come in and they're introduced to a new world. They're super happy. You've seen the testimonials, all that stuff. So it's okay if someone else is doing it, like if it's an assistant that does the cold calls for you, but you need to be concentrating on talking to as many borrowers and referral partners as possible, right? Not talking to cold prospects who are ice cold. The faster you get to referral partners that are interested and borrowers that are interested, the faster you will close loans, especially in this market that's super slow. This is a way to go fast. So, talking about going fast, two options here. And again, either one is fine. You can do one, figure it on your own, which will include struggling with the tech setup, going through all the softwares that I just mentioned, and having a bit of uncertainty on what to say to the divorce attorneys. Like, what do I actually tell them? Like, once I do have the meeting, like, what's the structure and all this stuff? Waste valuable time trying to figure it out on your own that you could be using to close loans, and referrals continue to be slow, especially in this market right now. Or option number two, you can get help setting this up, and you can be fully set up in 2 weeks or less, save a ton of time, get exactly what to say to the financial advisors, CPAs, divorce attorneys. And what I mean is like the exact unique value propositions to use for not only just the outreach in the meeting, but also on the follow up. What value props can we use? Because every person is going to be different. Every business, CPA, divorce attorney, financial advisors, All financial advisors are different. So there might be some things that they need, that they don't, that they'll find valuable, others that won't find this valuable. So it's all about matching the right unique value propositions and giving them value, which value is completely relative, right? So you'll need support on that. And ultimately, it's really to start growing your referral partnerships, diversifying your referral sources. All of our top clients that I've seen, and we've worked with a lot over the 6 years, the number one thing that I've seen is they have a lot of referral partners and that they're diversified. They have a lot of financial advisors. They have financial advisors. They also have a lot of attorneys. They have builders, all of these different things. So really, it's about bringing your production back to where it once was and getting beyond that, right? In a year from now, 6 months from now, getting beyond to where you once were, just fully off your purchase business. And so here are the two ways, if you're interested, that I can help you. Now, there's a do it yourself option, which is a 3-day workshop that we'll be doing. And I'll be covering step by step in very easy to follow instructions, a walkthrough on how to set up the email and SMS campaigns, exactly like the exact like copy and paste, click here type of instructions to set those up, to do the list building, what to say on the meetings, including the meeting structures, the value propositions, how to follow up and add value to the attorneys, financial advisors, CPAs, all that stuff. Divorce attorneys, we got something special for that one where we use like a brochure that they can send to the divorce attorneys, which really piques interest. The done with you. So this is actually where it's called the done with you. We actually will set it up for you. So we'll set up the campaigns after that. You take it over and you deal with, and you'll take over the responses. So my team and I will set up your SMS and email campaigns completely for you. We'll even upload the list of all the divorce attorneys, financial advisors, CPAs. We'll do all of that for you. We'll get the list uploaded so you have that ready, along with all the campaigns. We'll set up the follow up and nurture system for you on Go High Level. We'll set up the email and SMS campaigns on Instantly. And for some of you, and this is an optional one, but highly recommended, we'll even plug in a virtual assistant to manage the responses for you and follow up before the meeting to confirm the appointments. And this makes a huge difference. And on top of that, you'll get access to our weekly mastermind calls with the rest of our clients to help you with converting prospects into referral partners. So anything that you need help in, boom, you'll be able to hop onto the calls and I'll be able to give you exactly what things that you can do as a value prop and even some help with the meetings as well. Like I said, I've been doing this for 6 years. I listen to the recordings from all of our most successful clients and we know what works. We've distilled it down to like a meeting structure that really gets down to the nuts and bolts of what's working. So we'll be able to easily diagnose on these calls how to help you. Now, the biggest thing that I'm gonna hear like from everyone, what's the cost? I'll tell you right now, it's a low 4-figure investment, less than 5K. It's one time. If you're interested in this, send me a message saying DWY, done with you, for more info. If you're interested in the 3-day workshop, this one is only a couple $100. This one, just send me a message saying DIY for more info. All right. So 3-day workshop, send me a message saying DIY, done with you. Send me a message saying DWY, done with you. Now, when you put this in place, you're going to be just like, for example, Teddy, who, not kidding, his entire office literally created not created they created an event. They brought Teddy out and the whole purpose of the dinner, the event that they had, was to figure out what Teddy was doing to close 8 more deals. That he actually produced more than that, but from referral partners, 8 more deals just from referral partners in the last 6 months in a down market. And his production has not dropped year to date. Not even kidding. You can check it out. Really great testimonial. Roy here, who has also been working with us, and he's already gotten referrals and funded deals from divorce attorneys. That's actually one of his specialties, as well as realtors. So he's gotten referrals from realtors and divorce attorneys. Another one of our clients, Steve, who's grown his network of not just realtors, but attorneys, financial advisors, and CPAs. So this stuff works, as you've seen from the screenshots here from our testimonials. You can check it out on our YouTube channel, Maverick Media Lab, and check it out on maverickmedialab.com. These are the results that we can do. We guarantee the results as well. And if you're interested in this, send me a message. You all have me on Facebook if you're seeing this. send me a message with either DIY or DWY, and I will send you over the info about each one of those. Talk to you guys soon. Take care.